convince you my theory anymore.
I don't think you have a separate theory than me.
No, I do. I have a completely separate theory than you. That's what I'm trying to say.
What is your theory?
I don't want to talk about it anymore. That's what I'm trying to say.
Why are you being childish?
I'm not being childish. The reason I'm saying I can't convince you because you're not allowing.
You're not even saying what it is.
Exactly.
So what is your theory?
When I say it, you cut me off. So
it's
like, no, I don't want to say it anymore.
So I'm just gonna tell you
because I'm looking at it again, and then you guys I'm talking about the they part. When they say they, you guys are making it seem. I'm looking it up myself, and you're making it seem as if it's canon. That it's already written. Canon means that it's like, oh no, this is the truth.
We have to clarify that because I was going to ask you.
That's what I'm saying. Canon means the truth. That this is accurate to like what Oda is written. Like it's like, no, this is what Oda means. And like you can ask Oda and it's like, this is what he means. That's what I'm saying, canon. You guys are making it seem like it's canon that Blackbeard was most definitely talking about his crew when it is ambiguous and it's vague. It's like, what are they talking about when they say they? That's what he was trying to leave it off to. It's like, what are they talking about when he says they? Because they haven't seen his crew. They don't even know what hockey is.
They've done that plenty of times though, like in the show.
Exactly.
Any
and you
show,
think that's what I'm saying.
Like
you're making
any show, the main characters know how to perceive, oh, there's people watching me. Like that's like a number one canon in any show. Like,
and then,
like you could be walking in the forest, somebody's watching me. Like,
so that's
you
what
know
I'm
how
saying.
to perceive when motherfuckers are around.
That's what I'm saying. You're already convinced that it is
that point.
So
but no, I'm not even talking about that point.
That's what I'm saying.
That's not the point I'm talking about. I'm talking about the look that Luffy has. That's
exactly
what I think is important.
That's what I'm saying. You're already I don't know what's going on in this moment. I don't know what's going on. You're telling me that it is his crew, and I'm saying
no. I don't. I honestly could care less about that point because, like we said last time we talked about that.
That's
something that has to be confirmed.
So what
later.
is he talking about? He's talking about
what the moment that I'm trying to speak on, because it was a deeply poetic moment, a deeply poetic thing. That was the first time we actually got to see Luffy's maturity and intelligence displayed in a major way. Not only Luffy,
I won't say the first time, but it's one of the times.
It's one of the most impact to this day. It's probably the most impactful moment where we got to see Luffy intelligence and Zoro's loyalty to Luffy. Because it's one thing to just like, I'll follow you and slice niggas up on your behalf.
I agree, that's what
but it's another thing to say, I'm just gonna let these niggas beat my ass because you told me to.
Yeah, no, amazing.
You know what I'm saying? In front of this bar, in front of bitches, in front of one of our bitches, one of our hoes gotta sit here and watch us get our ass beat, and you want me to just sit there and just take this shit. Alright, Luffy, back.
But what did he mean by they? That's my question. What did he mean by they?
Who gives a fuck? Like it's clear from any audience member that he's talking about his crew. It's like clear as day.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. That's the
clear, obvious. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
Like,
I disagree.
I
disagree.
Other than that, I mean, you can theorize that maybe he's talking about.
So you're saying, so that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Something else.
That's what I'm saying. That we don't have to talk about it anymore because you're
ignoring what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Zoro and Luffy. I'm talking about their diss. I'm talking about the fight between.
We're talking about.
We're talking about a completely different situation. I'm talking about Luffy.
Yeah, I agree.
Not fighting back against the nigga beating his ass.
I think that's amazing, and I agree with that. That's what I'm
saying.
And
then beyond that, I'm talking about Blackbeard when he gave that speech about a
pirate's
dream would never die.
I agree with all that. I agree that was inspirational as hell. I agree with all that. I'm saying
you're not agreeing though, because you're still arguing. You're not. If you were in agreement, you would be like, bro, that shit was inspirational, bro. That shit was hella inspirational. Scene in the I caught chills when I seen that show. You're still trying to argue about some other shit.
No, I'm talking about the they. That part right there means more to me.
I mean, I feel like the build up. We need to go. We need to.
It means more to me.
I'm saying, but we have to discuss the episode in its entirety and the moment in its entirety.
I agree.
So we can even build up to the day. You're not even trying to build up to the day.
I'm telling you.
Because I'm not saying that the day is not a thing, but we have to low key get into the entire moment.
But my question, but I'm saying the build up. I agree with you. That's what I'm saying. Is like I agree with you on the build up. The build up was that Blackbeard is saying
watch the episode. Why you didn't play the episode? I want to actually see it.
Because Blackbeard is saying this. I don't even want to talk about it anymore because I'm saying you think that when he says they're talking about his crew.
No, he's clearly talking about the fucking crew. You keep saying I think. It's like, duh, that's what he's talking about.
And that's
what else is he talking about?
What I'm saying is, that's what I'm saying. I disagree. I think it's more to it.
What is the more to it?
I think it's more to his personalities. I think because that's what we're getting into now into the One Piece world. So I think that he's explaining that because when you say that they're talking about his crew, first of all, Luffy never knew that the people that he was
the apple nigga already met him. He already ran into the apple nigga because Luffy almost bit the apple and it was a bomb. That was the first person he met before he even met Blackbeard. He already met his crew before. That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
you act like his crew wasn't already introduced in the episode.
So you're saying that, and I'm saying that I can see your point. I see it, but at the same time, it hasn't been like.
It doesn't need to be confirmed though.
Yeah, it does. It does.
No, it doesn't. It's like obvious as fuck.
Okay, all right. That's all I'm saying is that I disagree. And
how can you disagree when it's like world known? That's like saying, was Blackbeard's crew in this episode? Yes or no? Yes. Period. End of statement. Now we can talk about your theory that it was Blackbeard's dad inside of his body and his multiple personalities that they were referring to as a they inside of Blackbeard.
Yeah, that's what I think.
I mean, okay. I mean, that's a theory though.
Yeah,
there's no evidence at all to back what you're saying. Yeah, that's just you theorizing. But the facts of the matter is, we seen Blackbeard's crew in that episode. That's what we know. Yeah, so when they say who are they, they're clearly talking about his crew.
That's literally why I said we don't have to talk about it anymore because you know.
It's not.
You know.
It is what it is. It's not even a knowing. It's just like it is what it is.
So why are we still talking about it? You know.
Because I wanted to talk about the actual cool part of the episode, and you're not trying to talk about the cool part of the episode anymore. The coolest part of the episode anymore was that Luffy, that was the deepest shit ever, bro, because like I said, there was also foreshadowing, and I hate that you won't play the fucking episode because I want to get into that moment.
Because, bro, my phone is dying. It's literally on.
I got a charger. What kind of charger you need? See?
Man, it's cool, bro. It's cool. I don't need to play the episode of recording.
Well, the point of what I'm saying is the last time Luffy, and I want for the audience member, because you're having the conversation as me and you, but we're recording this for the fucking fans. So that I'm saying this is also
if they're
content.
Fans and they know what the fuck is happening. They know what we're talking
Nobody
about.
remembered. I mean, yeah, the real Joy Boys might, but for people that are just like just maybe watched it one time, it's hard to just recall that moment. All right, but okay, so let's try to paint the picture. The point, what I'm trying to say is that the last time, that foreshadowing that happened in the episode was, last time Luffy let his anger take control of him, and he's somebody that's temperamental as fuck. Last time in a bar, where he let his anger take control of him, and he wanted to fight a fight that wasn't worth fighting, Shanks lost his arm. His hero literally lost his arm. Okay? So in that scene, that was Luffy saying, damn, I got wisdom from that. Yeah. These people aren't worth fighting. Some fights aren't worth fighting. All right,
hard as hell.
We're not fighting. Zoro, don't fucking hit back. No matter what happens, don't fight. All right, boom. Roger that. Boom. They get their ass beat, slammed, beat up, all that shit. They walk out the bar. First person they see is Blackbeard sitting there with his beer and his cakes, laughing like, ha 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 ha. Y'all won the fuck out that fight. You know, basically like, respect. You a real pirate, nigga. And you know what? Sky Island is real. And dreams are real. And that's the point of being a pirate, is to chase your dreams. Dreams will never die. Ha 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 ha. And Luffy's still in a space of like, I just had to swallow my pride. So he's looking at this nigga like, kind of like congratulating him, but it's like a space of like, nigga, is you the ops or is you on my side? But what she's saying is like kind of real.
Congratulated Blackbeard?
No, I'm saying Blackbeard was congratulating them on on like being being a real like man, like being a real man, like even beyond pirate, not really being a real pirate, because being a real pirate,
being a true pirate.
No, being a true pirate would have been killing everybody. That's what an actual pirate would have did. But being a man of integrity, which is the type of pirate that Shanks is, he didn't just fight everybody, because that's what a regular pirate would have just did. But Luffy's actually a dreamer. That was more so speaking on being a dreamer, is what Blackbeard was talking about, having a dream. But Blackbeard is a pirate. So his version of having a dream is, I'm going to kill and steal and destroy anything in my way. He killed his crew member for his dream. Luffy just ate it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so many foreshadowings in that moment. That's why I say that, like, that moment was like a deeply dissectable moment, because it's like so many different inclinations that like can be pulled in that moment. That's why I say I'm not against like it being like an ultimate like conspiracy theory of like, oh shit, no, this whole time they were talking about Blackbeard's dad inside him, the ultimate pirate inside of him. I mean, yeah, but like it was so early and it was already so many things that we can digest and dissect in that scene. I don't necessarily think that was what was going on. If it was, damn, Oda. But already there was like a mind full of things to already be dissected in that moment.
I agree that it's one of the coolest scenes in the show, like top 5 scenes. It's like he's literally meeting the antagonist. I'm just saying that it's that, him meeting the antagonist and being one of the coolest scenes, being the coolest moments of him agreeing with the whole Shanks thing, like, oh yeah, this is Luffy. I agree with you that whole type. I literally agree with everything you said, that this is the biggest part of the moment, is that it's Luffy showing his maturity, it's Zoro showing his loyalty, it's another pirate, his antagonist giving respect to him off rip. It's all those scenes are important. I'm just saying the part when they say Luffy has met his crew. So yes, you can have the theory that yes, he had haki and he was just like, oh yeah, I'm acknowledging his crew. But again, that's a theory as well. That yeah, he just saw the haki and yeah, that was his crew. That's a theory. That's still a theory.
I think that was proven though. Like,
exactly. I disagree. Proven. That's what I'm saying. I disagree.
I feel like what you're saying is a theory. Like,
yeah, I agree. I agree. I completely agree.
That's the theory part.
Yeah.
But what's known, or what is the commonality, or
is that his crew was in that episode? His crew was in that episode.
His crew was in that episode. Was that they were referring to his crew because they could tell that he wasn't alone in that moment. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't take much to be able to see.
I completely agree too with that. And the thing is, I agree with that as well.
He's not by himself. Like, he's too lit. Because they know how to sense niggas' power levels.
Hey, bro. You know the thing is I do not disagree, because I see that theory. But at the end of the day, that is a theory as well. That's not confirmed. That's a theory. That's a theory, bro. I completely agree that his
crew chased them with his whole crew after that. If that was the end of the scene, I could say, okay, yeah, that was a theory. But no, literally damn near that same episode.
No, it was two episodes later.
He literally chased him with his entire crew on the ship and was like, yeah, we're gonna take that nigga bounty.
That's what I'm saying. I see that. I see your point. That's what I'm saying. I see your point 100%. That's why I just like, oh yeah, but like I see more to Blackbeard and his lineage, and I see more to Blackbeard, and like I don't even say that just because I'm saying that as a theory, as far as like seeing more to his lineage. I'm saying that is because Oda keeps saying, oh yeah, there is more to this nigga Blackbeard and his lineage. There's more to this nigga.
I mean, he's a D. So
I'm not talking about the D. I'm talking about his bloodline. I'm talking about him being Rox's son. Him being maybe part of Davy Jones. Maybe being part of Davy Jones's lineage.
Oh, that too.
Because that's what I'm saying. I'm saying there's something bigger to Blackbeard. And if Rox is still alive, he's either in somebody's body. And if he's not in his own body, he's in Blackbeard's body. I know that. Like, I'm just like, oh no, bro. If Rox is alive and he's not in his body, he is in Blackbeard's body. And I personally think that's what they meant by, nah, something's weird with this nigga. It's personally, that's what I'm saying. Like, I personally believe that, and I have to be proven wrong to, like, that's what I'm saying. I personally believe that. Like, now at this point, to all the knowledge I have on Rox and all the knowledge that I have on Blackbeard, it's like, nah, you hinting that Rox is coming back in some kind of way. Big. Yeah. He's coming back big in some kind of way. With him smiling at Emu face to face and being like, I promise you I'm coming back. And then just jumping off the red line. And then they keep talking about God Valley, and they're just like, oh yeah, Rox died at God Valley, but there was no body found. It's like, yeah, bro, there's something more to this Rox character. As far as like him being actually the main villain, I don't think his story is done.
Yeah, I gotta read the manga so I can kind of get a little bit more hip and catch some nuances. But I really want to watch that shit animated for the first time. But I might end up, if I see a page that really like shocks me, but I ain't seen nothing since that panel of just the only thing that made me go back and read the manga when I seen that panel of Luffy next to Loki's foot. I was like, oh fuck.
Yeah, no, bro, it's epic stuff. But that's the only. But the only reason I believe that I would have agreed with you before I found out about Rocks, about him and his crew.
Like what he been doing?
No, I'm talking about they. I'm talking about literally just that part when he says they. That part is really weird. It was really weird the way that I'm talking about. The whole thing was cool, but that part was just really weird and very ambiguous and still unexplained.
It's only reason why I say it's not, if you watch anime, is because they use that same like literary device all the time in anime. Like,
yeah, of course. I already know observation hockey.
No, not. I'm talking about in animes. Period. Naruto, Dragon Ball Z, Bleach.
I get that.
Any show when it's strong main characters and there's niggas hiding in the shadows and shit. They're like that's like a normal main character thing to be able to have a perception.
But they didn't show anity hiding in the shadows. That's my whole point.
Yes, they did.
In that moment, they didn't show anybody hiding in the shadows.
Because they showed the roofs, and them expanding out in the roofs was them showing that other niggas is hiding in the cut. He has a sniper on his crew. Like,
see, you're assuming.
Zoro's already. No, we know he has a sniper on the crew.
No, I'm saying you're assuming that they're showing the roof to show that.
It's obvious literary devices of anime, though. That's what I'm saying. As an anime fan, my whole life is like.
Okay, that doesn't mean anything.
They do that all the time.
That doesn't mean anything.
I'm just saying that that's what something they do.
I'm talking about the whole life.
Like me watching it as a kid, I watched the episode that was probably like 15, nigga. I remember it like obviously being like, oh, it's crew, duh, right?
Yeah.
I never even questioned anything else.
Okay,
I never
but
thought about
we had no idea. We had no idea that when he was talking about Sun God and Skypiea that he was talking about
I guess
Luffy.
my thing is, okay, Oda does some pretty remarkable shit with his story.
Exactly. We have no idea where it's going.
Yeah,
but I think he's...
But as somebody that actually watched that episode like 15 years ago, I remember watching it and knowing, oh, his crew. Like, I never even thought about nothing else but, oh, that's his crew. So 15 years later, when I watched it again, oh, he's crew. And then you're like, oh no, Blackbeard, dad.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying, oh no. I'm not saying, oh no. I'm saying maybe.
But it's just like, maybe. The obvious inclination though is his crew. I feel like you're watching it from a space of like, I just watched it, so I'm like, okay.
I just watched it 5 years ago?
Yeah, that's still fairly new compared to somebody that watched it 15 years and it came out like 20 years ago.
But you're holding like, oh, I watched it first, so that means that
not
I
even
know
that.
more.
It's just like
that's what you just said.
I feel like you're just in the space of like you're conspiracy theorying everything.
No, I'm not conspiracy theorying everything. Like I'm conspiracy theorying one
deeper
thing.
than it is. Like I don't think that particular moment was that deep.
I agree that I might be doing that, but all I'm saying is that I think is more to the day.
I mean, I hope it is, but it's just. But what I guess my point of what I'm saying is it's obvious that the base of what it is
He's gotten multiple devil fruits. They've already hinted that devil fruits are about the personality, and it's about more devils in. It's about the personality, and you're actually putting a devil inside of you, so you can't have two devils in you, because if you have two devils in you, the other devil will eat the other devil. So you cannot have two devil fruits in you, because that's what will happen. Two devil fruits, like the devils will eat each other. Yeah. So I mean, that means to have the smash fruit and he had the blackness. So what I'm trying to get at is that it would make sense for him to have two personalities, and that can be a way for him to have two devil fruits. And that's a way for him
to not ever go to sleep too, because he never goes to sleep. So maybe one person sleeps during the daytime, one person is awake during the nighttime.
Exactly. And I think Luffy caught on that, and like how you just said, in anime they catch on to shit easily. Luffy was looking at the nigga like, oh nah, nigga.
I'm saying, but I don't like the fact that
you're weird.
I don't like the fact that you're trying to ignore the fact that it is what it is, though. Like it, as your regular audience member, it was written and animated to show that he would. It's clear as day. Anybody else watching it, you could probably ask a billion viewers. They'll all be like, "Oh, he's clearly talking about his crew." I mean, you coming with this theory. I mean, like I said, it's a theory that is not it's not like it's like just like a wild ass theory. It actually kind of makes sense, but it's obvious as fuck to any other viewer that he's talking about his crew.
Okay, man. All right, man. That's all I'm saying.
That's how it was written to talk about.
I thought he might have been talking about his crew until
I think he's still talking about his crew, but he's also maybe talking about it's two of him in his body. But I guess the thing about that is, it would have I feel like it would have been brung up again though, because there's so many other strong ass people that's seen Shanks. That seen Blackbeard.
You said it brought up again? You said it brought up again? You said there's so many people. Shanks talked to Whitebeard, right? And what did Whitebeard, why did Shanks even go to Whitebeard to talk to him?
I forgot.
Exactly. See, Shanks went to Whitebeard and he said, hey, why the fuck was he on your crew? And he's like, who's he talking about? Yeah, you know who I'm talking about. Why was he on your crew and why was he not becoming a commander? Why was he not becoming, why was he just in the shadows? You didn't think that was weird? Why was he on your crew? You seen this nigga gave me the scar? Tell Ace not to go for Blackbeard. There's something weird about him.
He's strong. But that still doesn't say anything about it being two niggas in him.
No. He's saying that something's weird. Why is it that he was on your crew?
Because he was a pirate. He's mischievous. Yeah, he's mischievous. But
mysterious.
Like I said, there's nobody else that's hinting at him having two niggas in him, though. Nobody else has referred to Blackbeard by himself as a they. Including Whitebeard, which is the strongest man
You said
alive.
Nobody referred to Blackbeard as a they?
No, nobody else has referred to him as a they. Other than Luffy.
And
that's East Blue Luffy. That's weak Luffy. No hockey knowledge is Luffy. So it's like, why hasn't... If it was brung up again, maybe, but nobody else has said anything about that. And that moment was so minute. And that moment, think about it, that moment was literally animated over 20 years ago.
That's when they brought it up again. That's when they brought it up again. They brought it up again. The first time they brought it up is when they said they. The second time they brought it up is when Shanks said, hey, that nigga's weird. He didn't say
nothing about his day, though.
It doesn't matter.
He didn't even say he was weird. He just said, yo, what? He said no. He said, yo, that nigga scarred me. He sliced me.
He said
that nigga.
He was saying
he said Ace don't need to fight that nigga.
No, he wasn't saying.
That was like a warning saying like, yo, you need to kill him. And Ace is not really ready for that man one-on-one.
He was saying he was saying he's mysterious. Why did he say this specifically? The first thing that came out of his mouth was, the guy was on. Why did you not think it was weird, Whitebeard, that this guy is as strong? He didn't say he was strong, but he was saying he's really strong, and you know he's strong. Because he's saying, why is this guy on your crew? And he's not trying to be.
Plus he has been on his crew for like 20 years.
Exactly. He said he's been on your crew this entire time, and he has not tried to even become a commander. He's only wanted to be in the background. Why is that? Why is he as strong as he is?
That's cool, but that still doesn't insinuate or
the day. It doesn't say the day. I don't care about that. I'm not even talking about that. I'm just talking about the mysterious. It's like we don't know Blackbeard. We don't know.
Blackbeard's clearly the main enemy.
We have no idea. We have no idea about his knowledge. So that's what I'm saying. So sit here and that's what I'm saying. Every time they blame Blackbeard up, the first time they say something about him, they say it's they. The second time they say something about him, they say he was on a pirate crew for over 20 years and he never tried to become a commander. He only wanted to be in the shadows, like I'm a weakling and I'm just like I'm just a nobody.
Well, he was just using Whitebeard to get.
Obviously, but I'm saying every single time we figure out something about him, it says that Blackbeard, I know a lot. Every single time we get new knowledge of him, it's something new and mysterious, and it's like, yo, what the fuck? Every time this nigga's on screen, it's something new and mysterious, except for when he fought Law, because when he fought Law, it was just him jumping that nigga. But at the same time, even at the end of that, he might have took Law, he might have got a third devil fruit, and then that's what it looked like. It looked like he was trying to get even a third devil fruit. But nah, man. I just think is more like. But at this point, like my belief in it is extreme because like it's at 10 out of 10. Like my belief in that Rox is in Blackbeard is like, nah, bro. Because I don't think that Rox is in his body alive. I think that he is in Blackbeard. I think that 100%. at this point.
I mean, where are you getting that from though?
Well, what I'm getting it from,
I haven't read the manga, so but I don't.
Well, what I'm getting it from is that like there's certain hints that are going to be answered because Rock said he promised Emu face to face with a smile, and I know that
he can come back in the form of Blackbeard though, because that's technically still him coming. I mean, like even just Blackbeard being his son though. I'm saying like not literally.
Oh yeah, the same.
Like
yeah,
him being Rocks.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. That
like
can happen
Blackbeard
too.
as his son is technically still him coming
Rocks,
back.
No, but Rocks.
That's
No,
Joy Boy level, because Joy Boy isn't necessarily.
Hang on.
Wait, let me say this part.
I'm saying Rocks being alive though.
You know what I'm saying? But like Joy Boy coming back, like even though the whole for 800 years they've been fearing Joy Boy coming back, and it's not necessarily Joy Boy.
The reincarnation.
It's the reincarnation, but the actual what's the nearest thing to reincarnation?
There was never a body for Rocks when he died. That's what I'm trying to say. They just say he died. The God Valley doesn't exist, and Rocks has died, but nobody found the body.
You know what would be crazy?
That's what I'm trying to
get. You know what would be crazy? If like Blackbeard was Rocks. but like on some shit like remember he said he had
was confirmed. No, I'm saying Oda already confirmed that it's like no, this Black.
He had the Op no Mi fruit comparatively, so he could have did the immortality surgery on himself and he just reborn himself or use some kind of technology to make him a kid again. And then
I disagree because the way that he revealed it, Blackbeard. No, that's his dad.
No, I'm saying like you seen Blackbeard as a child with next to Rocks.
No, they said this is Blackbeard's dad. That's how Oda wrote it. Like, no, this is Rocks, Blackbeard's father.
That's how they open the sentence.
That's how it is. It's like, no, bro, he is Blackbeard's dad. That's just it. That's Blackbeard's dad. So no, and he has a different nose than literally Blackbeard has the long nose, and Rocks doesn't. Just like Yasop. Yeah, like that's what
like regularly wrong.
Yeah, but nah, man. But Blackbeard, bro, I'm telling you though, man. Like
I seen somewhere else somebody was like Buggy is his son too. I seen somewhere else.
No, just Buggy because of his eyes. Like his other eye has the same bounty. Like his bounty poster looks like Buggy's, and I seen that too. But I disagree though still with that. I don't know about that. It can that one right there can still kind of flip. Just because his bounty poster does look like Buggy's new bounty poster. Yeah. Like his I'm dead serious. Like that eye shit looks just like Buggy. Like one side look like Blackbeard and the other side look like Buggy.
I feel like Buggy gonna have another sauce up too because he's still an emperor.
No, that nigga not gonna have no sauce up, bro. That nigga. I think
he gonna have a little sauce because
he's
lit.
Usopp. He's Usopp. He's just he has charisma and liar.
Right.
He's a liar. So he might have a cool story for niggas that don't know him, but for niggas that know him, they like nigga. No, I'm saying, I think he's gonna do something not like crazy, like he's like another guy, but like on some shit like. He just do some cool ass shit to really impact the story. Yeah, of course. Like how he became an emperor. Like how he became an emperor. He's gonna become. He's gonna probably get the closest to the One Piece at a certain.
Because he's not necessarily weak at this point. Because beyond the fact that he's getting his ass whooped by Crocodile and Shanks, and Mihawk. But at the same time, he's getting his ass whooped by Crocodile and Mihawk. Them the strongest villains in the whole show. You know what I'm saying? He's literally getting sliced up by the strongest swordsman in the world. On an everyday basis. So he's gonna get some residual hockey just from getting his ass whooped by these niggas. Nobody else can whoop your ass worse than them two people.
It's in name only. It's not gonna be in feats. In feats, but it's gonna be.
Because Buggy's not really weak. Buggy will whoop a regular nigga ass. Like a regular person, you know what I'm saying? He's whooping ass.
But who's a regular person at this point?
Not many people.
Exactly.
But at the same time, it's he's not. He ain't whooping
our ass. He ain't whooping nobody. No, that's the same. No. Buggy's days and fighting is no, bro, we're not gonna see Buggy do something extraordinary. He's only gonna do something charisma, with charisma, by getting people to make him get close to the One Piece.
Yeah.
So once he's gonna get close to the One Piece, most definitely.
Think about it, he influenced all of the pirates.
Yeah, but that's his thing. I
just as many people as was influenced by Blackbeard. Blackbeard just purposely targeted the strongest people in Impel Down, but damn near all the other inmates in Impel Down follow Buggy. That's how he got all the people on his crew. Because they was all like, Buggy, no matter what he did, niggas was like, Buggy, you're so perfect. You know what I'm saying?
Bro. And they still are that's what I'm saying. No, he has charisma. That's his thing. That's why Mihawk and Crocodile need him. They don't just like keep this nigga around because they want to. They like, nah, bro, we actually need this nigga.
Because he really got the sauce. He really got all the clout.
Exactly.
We'll come back.